Hi, I'm Eric Melin.
And this is my backyard.
I like living in Kansas. By day, I'm a social media marketing manager, but around Kansas City, I'm known as Mean Melin. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be a guitarist, but I just couldn't get the hang of it. Drums just seemed like a more natural fit. So I spent a lot of my time playing air guitar in my bedroom, trying to mimic Ace Frehley and Dave Mustaine while I taught myself to play the drums. I dropped out of college after the band I was in got signed to the same label as Weird Al and Fabio. We put out 2 records and then broke up. So I joined another band and we got signed to an even bigger label, Epic Records. For 5 years, I lived an indie rock-sized kind of rock and roll dream, even though I was stuck behind that drum set and I knew I wanted to be out front in the limelight. And then that band broke up. So I went back to school, 15 years after I started. Now I have a film degree and I review movies on my website as well as the local news, and I do marketing for a web monitoring software company. But 4 years ago, when I realized there was an organization that sponsored competitive air guitar contests, I realized my rock and roll dream was not dead yet. My first year, I won in Kansas City and went to nationals, where I didn't even make it to the second round. In 2010, US Air Guitar didn't even come to Kansas City, so I had to fly all over the country to other cities where I racked up 2 second-place finishes and 3 thirds. It looked like air guitar season was over for me and Melin. I was out of money, and it looked like my dream of going to another Air Guitar Nationals was dead. So I raised money for a Las Vegas trip by selling t-shirts of my ugly mug online, and it worked. And I made it to Las Vegas for one last-ditch attempt at air guitar glory. I won! I went to the national championships in New York and I made it to the second round. It was a triumphant moment. Even though air guitar season was over, I kept myself busy in the off-season by hosting local karaoke events, teaching elementary school kids how to play air guitar, hosting local air guitar competitions, and even doing a flash mob that made the local news in Kansas City. Last year, US Air Guitar came to Kansas City, and I staved off the competition for another trip to nationals. Only this year, I got horrible scores, and my dreams of national dominance ground to an abrupt halt. This year, I'm rejuvenated and ready to show everybody that Kansas City can play in the big leagues. I'm working out, I'm practicing, and some guy even painted a picture of me. I'm hungry for the national crown in 2012. This is the year that Mean Melin comes alive. Kinda like Frampton, but without that lame talk box thingy.